Okay, children, very good morning, everybody. Today we are going to start with a fresh chapter, Reach for the Top. Chapter 8 of your book's Beehive, Reach for the Top. Alright? Okay, children. So, I'm going to tell you what is there inside the story. Okay, let me just brief you all. Children, this is a very motivating and inspirational story. Okay, we'll get a lot of motivation out of the story. Okay, this will inspire us to do the good deeds, to do hard work in life, never be scared of the problems which are coming in achieving the goals. We should catch the opportunities and we should never be scared of whatever is coming on our way. Okay, very bravely we should fight with all the difficulties, all the problems that are there to achieve our goals, to achieve what we want to do in life or what we want to become in life. Okay, so children, it is a biographical story that tells us about the lives of two great women. Okay, it's not woman is for one. If I am talking about more than one lady, more than one female person, we'll say women. What will we say? Women. Okay, so this is about the lives of two great women, not woman. One is Santosh Yadav and the other is Maria Sharapova. Okay, it celebrates the achievements of these two strong ladies. Okay, it celebrates the achievements, it is telling about the achievements of these two very strong headed ladies. Okay, who have very bravely just resorted the paths whatever is were coming in their ways. Okay, it celebrates the achievements of these two strong ladies who achieved success despite their hardships. Despite means apart from any problems, whatsoever problems were coming in their way, they just sorted it out, they came through it, and they achieved what they wanted to become in life. Okay, they achieved their goals. All right, let's read what is written over here. This unit has two biological pieces that depict persistence endeavors to reach the top. Persistence endeavors means the strong. Persistent means continuous. The continuous hard work. The continuous hard work to do something, to reach the top, to become something. Okay, to make your name in the society, to achieve your goals. Okay, continuously moving towards your goal without stopping or without being disappointed due to anything. Okay, just moving and just thinking about your goal, just watching your goal, just keeping your eyeball on that particular goal which you want to achieve. All right, part 2 of this unit is taken from a newspaper. The language is very current and idiomatic. Okay, idiomatic as in there in the media the quotes are written, it is very idiomatic. Okay, very straight to the point, very haywire situations. An exercise of matching words and phrases to their meanings has been given as a pre-written activity to facilitate students' understanding and appreciation of this part of text. Okay, a few words, matching words and phrases means proverbs might be have been given, that you people will be taught that what is the exact meaning. Children, proverbs are something which are usually one liners or have 4-5 words in that, but it holds a very deep meaning out of it. All right, in this unit students are asked to imagine that they have to give a speech. They may wish to read the text of well-known speeches. Okay, this is, children, basically an activity. Okay, you can tell a speech out of it. Writing task of composing an article for school magazine. Help students to write description of Santosh Yadav's character by drawing their attention to her background, her likes, humanity and contribution to societies. These are, children, the notes given that out of the chapter these all things we can do. that we'll discuss later, that what homework or what has to be done about the chapter. All right, so let's begin it quickly. Part 1, Reach for the Top, Santosh Yadav. It is telling about one woman right now, who is Santosh Yadav. The only woman in the world who has scaled Mount Everest twice, was born in a society. Okay, this woman has scaled Mount Everest, means she has been through the Mount Everest. She has gone to the Mount Everest. Okay, she's been there, done that. She has reached over there. She has reached Mount Everest. Mount Everest, we all know, it is the highest peak of India. Okay, and going there, trekking till there, it takes lots and lots of courage, because when we reach upwards, the oxygen level really comes down. Okay, so it is really a very difficult job. You should be very fit mentally and physically, both. Okay, was regarded as a blessing, and a daughter, though not considered a curse, was not generally welcomed. Okay, children, we have seen this, that in India this thing is still prevailing somewhere or the other, not prevailing much, but still prevailing, that the parents want a son, they don't want a daughter. Okay, they always pray to God that they want a son, they don't want a daughter. Okay, so the author is telling that she was born in such a society, in such people or surroundings, where they really wanted a son to be their child. Though daughter was not a curse, she was not a shrap, but still she was not welcomed so happily. It was all right. Okay, daughter is born, all right. Oh, son is born, wow, that's great, let's party, let's distribute sweets. Okay, this was the scenario. When her mother was expecting Santosh, a traveling holy man, giving her his blessing, assumed that she wanted a son. Okay, when Santosh's mother had the baby inside, had Santosh inside, she generally met a holy man, as in a Baba or something. So he says na that, yeah, bhala ho, good, this, that, assumed that she wanted a son. He might have said that Bhagwan tumhara beta ho. Assumed means obviously that was very obvious that everybody wants a son only. Very few want a daughter, and this is about a very past years. So that time it was 100% prevailing, this discrimination between boy and a girl. Okay, there was no equality. Still it is not there, but right now the situations have really changed a lot. But to everyone's surprise, the unborn's grandmother, who was standing close by, told him that they did not want a son. But children, something strange, something very surprisingly happened that was not expected, that the grandmother of the child, okay, said that she wanted a baby girl. The holy man was also surprised. He had never heard anyone saying that they want a baby girl, so he was very surprised. He was amazed to hear this. Nevertheless, he gave the requested blessings. Khush raho, he gave the blessing, and as destiny would have it, the blessing seemed to work. Okay, वो कहते हैं ना, कभी कभी किसी की दुआ लग जाती है. So same thing, the blessing really had come true. Santosh was a popular name, had become a very popular name. She had really done wonders in her life, okay, which usually people don't do. This is one in a million miracle that happens. Santosh was born the sixth child in a family with 5 sons. Okay, she had already 5 elder brothers, a sister to 5 brothers. She was born in a small village of Joniavas of Rewari district in Haryana. Okay, she was born in Haryana. And what about her family? She had a family. They had 6 siblings each, and she was a sister to 5 elder brothers. Alright, let's read further. The girl was given the name Santosh, which means contemplate, as in satisfied. Santosh, be satisfied, be contented in one's life. to be alright, to be calm, to be satisfied, to be contented. But Santosh was not always content with her place in a traditional way of life. Children, from the beginning only, Santosh really wanted to grow up. She did not wanted to be in the society and just live her life the same way every people were living there, in the very traditional way, in a boring way. Okay, she began living life on her own terms from the start. Okay, from the beginning only, children, we can say people saw the change in her, that she was very much audible, she was very much brave enough to tell that I really want to give up this life, I want to become something else. Okay, I'm not satisfied with the way I'm living. Children, one more thing, when we become satisfied, we don't do hard work, we don't run for success. Okay, but when we are dissatisfied or when we are not contented, we really make an effort to do something bigger and better. All right, she began living life on her own terms from the start. Where other girls wore traditional Indian dresses, Santosh preferred shorts. In those times, okay, few years back, the girls usually, children, in the villages, often it's very common that girls wear those salwar suits with chunni proper hiding their bodies. Okay, but Santosh preferred shorts. Looking back, she says now, from the very beginning, I was quite determined that if I choose a correct and rational path. Okay, now she said that from the very beginning, from the starting only, I was very much confined, I was very much determined that what I want to choose, rational path, the path which I want to choose. She had chosen the path since the very beginning, and she had started working upon it very effectively and efficiently. All right, the others around me had to choose change, not me. She was very absurd, she was very stern. She said, if you don't like me, then change yourself, change your thinking, change your way of living. But I am not going to change, I am going to live the way I want. My goal is set, I want to live in that way only. Santosh's parents were affluent landowners who could afford to send their children to the best schools. Okay, now she belonged to a good family, to a rich family. Landlords' children that time were usually among the rich people. Okay, they were not poor, they were rich enough. All right, who could afford to send their children to the best schools, even to the country's capital, New Delhi, which was quite close by. Now she was living in a small town in Haryana, and that was close by Delhi. So what they are saying that her parents were rich enough to make her go to a good school, to a good educated English medium school in the capital of India, that is New Delhi. Santosh had to make do with the village school, so she decided to fight the system in her own quiet way when the right moment arrived. Okay, till the time she had not been to Delhi, she was studying through the common system, through the common local village, the Pathshala kind of a thing. She studied in that. And the right moment came when she turned 16. She had always thought inside her head, inside her mind, all right, I am studying here in the village system, but one day I will raise my voice against it. Okay, whatever system is prevailing, I will raise my voice and I will fight against it. So at 16, most of the girls in their village used to get married. Okay, what was the scene? The girls there were not allowed to speak. Okay, the girls used to do the household work, they used to wear salwar kameez. Okay, they were married as soon as they ended their teens or they entered their teens. Okay, they're teenagers. Okay, so they were married around in 15-16 years. Santosh was also under pressure from parents to do the same. Okay, the parents were also children from the same society. So what they wanted Santosh to also get married at that time, because for them marriage time was correct, 15-16 years. A marriage as early as that was the last thing on her mind. Okay children, now she had never thought about marrying. Okay, because obviously children, when we get married, most of our dreams are not being able to fulfill it. Okay, sometimes due to our family support or due to our responsibilities, we leave our dreams, we are not able to achieve goals. But Santosh was very adamant. She really wanted to achieve her goals. So what she decided, to not get married at this time. She wanted to achieve the goals, to be what she wanted. All right. So marriage was always the last thing. She had never ever thought about marriage only. She threatened her parents that she would never marry if she did not get a proper education. Now children, what happened? Now she had made a condition, she had kept a situation that if you people are not going to educate me properly, obviously children, in the local schooling village, one cannot learn much. She had that power, she had that junoon, she had that in her. She had that spark in her, that fire in her, that she really wanted to learn more. Okay, she wanted to be very civilized. Okay, so she said that if you people are not going to give me proper system of education, if I am not able to learn properly, then I'll probably not ever get married. She left home and got herself enrolled in a school in Delhi. Now she had left home, enrolled as in she got admitted, she made her admission in one of the good schools in Delhi. When her parents refused to pay for her education, she politely informed them of her plans to earn money by working part-time to pay her school fees. Now children, she was ultimately fighting with her parents. Her parents ultimately wanted her to get married. Okay, they were good enough, but they were living in the same society, so their mindset was of the same society. They could have afforded, but they did not afford. Okay, so what she said, she politely said, very calmly, she said, no need to pay my fees, because I have started doing a part-time job. I have started working in the evening. I have started doing a online this part-time job, so I'll be able to pay my fees. Now you, from this only children, you can see a girl coming from a very small town in Haryana. Her dreams were so big that whatever was coming through her way, whatever difficulty, she was fading it away. Okay, all right. Very sternly she was able to just wind it up. Her parents, she left her home. That was a very big thing children. She was hardly 16-17 years old. All right, and running away from your house, going to a new school, and on top of it paying your own school fees by working in the evenings. It's a very tough task children. Not everyone can do it. Her parents then agreed to pay for her education. Okay, then she was able to convince her parents sooner, so they could give her. Wishing always to study a bit more, and with her father slowly getting used to her urge for more education. Urge means she wanted to get more educated, more. She was not satisfied. Okay, a bit more, a little more. Santosh passed the high school examinations and went to Jaipur. Okay, she passed her 10th standard with flying colors, and then she went to Jaipur for her higher studies. She joined Maharani College and got a room in Kasturba Hostel. Okay, when she reached Jaipur children, where she lived in a hostel there, and she got her admission in the Maharani College, and she lived in the hostel. Okay. Okay children, now the remaining part we'll do it day after tomorrow. Till then, read it 2-3 times. Any problem, clarify with me. All right.